It's wintertime here at the Australian National Botanic Garden at Mount Annan in Western Sydney, a huge public native plants garden that attracts thousands of visitors every season. And it's easy to see why, with over 2,000 native species in landscape displays. Horticulturist Stuart Elder is in charge of creating the display gardens. I'm here to find out his top selections for winter flowering native plants. You've got your work cut out managing these gardens.
Certainly do. 416 hectare site. I manage 30 hectares of display horticulture alone in my team, and I'm very thankful for having a great team for managing these fantastic displays that you see in front of you.
So what brings people to the gardens?
Yeah, it's the diverse range of Australian native plants. People get the opportunity to think, oh, well, hang on, I can have a winter flowering garden. If they can come here and select a few species that they can get some colour in their garden all year round.
Wow, this Tryptamine is just ablaze with colour.
This is Tryptamine Denticular. It's a WA species.
It's really loving its position here, climbing over the rocks.
Yeah, that's its natural habit. So it's a sprawling shrub to 1 metre. It likes well-drained soil.
And the bees are loving it.
Yeah, it's just a prolific flower, so it's fantastic for attracting bees and pollinators.
And it really blends beautifully with the Eremophila here.
It's a fantastic colour contrast. So you've got the deep mauve and the silver foliage, and it's that soft colour contrast, which is fantastic, especially at this time of year in winter.
You can't help but smile when you see paper daisies, and I noticed that you've repeated them throughout this display.
Yes, we have. This is Xerochrysum Cockatoo. It's a short-lived perennial, yet 2 years out of the display, probably maximum of 3 years. As soon as the display is getting tired, take some cutting material, take 2 to 4 weeks to regenerate a cutting. So you're great for cut flower, great for pots and tubs, great for your native cottage garden.
Yet another winter colour explosion here. What have we got?
Yeah, it's Croia cultivars we've got here, both the white and pink forms. Fantastic little native, one of my favourites. Can grow in dappled shade to heavy shade, can tolerate full sun. Preferred environment is dappled shade.
That's really valuable because a lot of people are always looking for something to plant in the spaces under trees.
Yeah, so these are ideal. The biggest advantage of these plants is it flowers most of the year.
Spectacular. I mean, grevilleas never disappoint when it comes to flower display, do they?
No, definitely not.
What's this one?
This is Grevillea dielziana. And look at the colours here. You've got the pinks and the reds and the peaches all in one flower.
Now, what do you need to do to this to keep it happy?
Being a Western Australian species, it definitely needs a well-drained soil to tolerate the eastern states climate. This grows no more than 2 metres in height, so after flowering, you'd prune it by a third, and that way you get a new display the following season.
And I love the fact that these flowers are hanging like lanterns off the stems.
Yeah, spectacular, isn't it? Very unique. And you'll notice the foliage is quite spiky, great for habitat and great as a barrier plant. This is Camelorsium, otherwise known as Geraldton Wax.
Now, how does it normally grow?
It's usually about a 2 metre by 2 metre shrub.
So that's, I mean, 2 metres by 2 metres, that's an ideal sort of screen or hedge.
It is. It's an ideal size. Doesn't get any bigger. It can be kept trimmed, but it's also useful as an informal border.
They've got a really unique, waxy-looking flower.
They certainly have. They are actually perfect as a cut flower.
Native plants provide colour and texture for your garden year-round. The hard part will be picking just a few.